Welcome back to CountryLine TV. Paul Ogletree here in the studio with Carrie St. Louis.
Woohoo! Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Absolutely. So normally, we have country music artists, we have, recording artists in here. A bit of a change up today. Carrie St. Louis is our resident, I guess, theater actress, thespian,
yes.
extraordinaire.
Thespian
right?
sounds so official.
Yes, it does. I believe, is that the proper term? Am I saying
I
this
guess,
correctly?
yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll just go with that.
Musical theater, Broadway performer.
Musical theater, Broadway performer. Okay.
Yes.
And you have been starring in the Dolly musical, which
Yes.
we're going to get into. I want to talk about that. But I want to talk just, you got into theater, you've been on Broadway, you've done this. How did we get here?
Well, I kind of came out of the womb singing and dancing with some jazz hands accompanying my poor parents. I have a lot of energy, as you can probably already tell.
I noticed this, yes.
And they didn't know what to put me in, and sports was not quite going my way because I just wanted to socialize with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So they put me in a local community theater, and I got Annie and Annie, and then the rest is history. I've just been doing it ever since. So I got very lucky. I'm very lucky to be able to do what I've always loved to do.
What you've been destined to do, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So started in Annie, and now we're in Dolly.
So
how did this come about, right? Obviously, Dolly Parton has, she is the queen. Everyone knows this. If you're in country music, you know who Dolly is. So there was bound to be a musical, but you saw the casting call, you were selected, you auditioned. Take me through how you got into the musical.
Well, it's sort of, I keep going, it's sort of divine intervention in a way. I very much believe what's meant for you will not pass you by. And I got her co-writer, Maria Schlatter, reached out to me after seeing me in another show and just said, I'm working on a project, wanted to see if you were interested. Also, can you send me some videos of you singing that I can show Dolly Parton? Which I'm like, there's not a single video that I'm okay with Dolly Parton seeing. They all make me cringe.
Casual text to get on Monday.
Yeah, casual. Just to see if they could get me involved in some way in what is called workshops. So while the show is being developed and created, they do a bunch of workshops to try it out on actors and see, what works, what doesn't, what way they want the story to go.
Okay.
All of that. And then I got a call a week later that they wanted me to play Dolly for the workshop in front of Dolly Parton herself.
Whoa.
No pressure. I immediately got into accent coaching because I was like, I don't want to make a fool of myself. And we did that first sort of reading, and this was more for her just to see if she wanted to do a musical.
Okay.
And then about a year went by, some time went by. And again, for me, it was like, even if that was the end of the road, just getting to be in the same room as Dolly Parton, is a gift in and of itself. And then I got asked to do the first workshop out here in Nashville. And we did workshops for about a year. But again, with that, there's no guarantee that you're going to be asked to do it. I think of the people that did early workshop, there's only about 4 of us that are still in the production.
Wow.
So a lot has changed, and they have auditions, and they launched a nationwide search, and all of that happened with no guarantee. So I just had to continue working on it and just hope that if it was right for me, that it wouldn't pass me by. And after a year of auditioning, I would say, I got the call that they were going to ask me to do the production out here.
That is incredible. First off, congrats.
Thank you so much
on this role. But
thank you.
So by the time, from a timeline of you sent the first text of you singing, right? First person reached out to playing Dolly to auditioning, all that took over a year.
That was 2 years. So because there was a year in between. Yeah.
Wow.
And in the meantime, again, with no guarantee, I got into guitar lessons. I took yodeling lessons. I've been vocal coaching. Just because, if you get an opportunity like this, I just wanted to do every single thing in my power. Because at the end of the day, if it didn't work out, if I'm trying to be more like Dolly Parton every single day, I only win. Like, you only win in that situation. So it's just a dream to be able to actually wear the costumes and perform and do it.
Okay. So first off, that's just the fact that, it's like, you don't know anything. You don't know what's going to happen. You're like, well, I guess I'm going to have to practice Mule Skinner Blues and start yodeling. I guess I'm going to have to get into
yodeling.
This thing.
Yeah. And now I can yodel, which I love. So it's one of my special skills.
Maybe we have time. We'll have to get you to do a quick yodel.
It's my day off. We'll see.
Yeah, we got vocal rest. Okay. So, all right. So you land this part. You're in there. Mm-hmm. What the first question I have is, what is the wig budget like on the production?
Oh, I mean, I think
it is. How many are there?
I think it's one of the biggest wig budgets of all time on Broadway. Yeah. It's our wig designer is Rob Perkins, and he's absolutely spectacular. And he's a Southern boy, so when he got the call, he was thrilled, And we did, we had a day where I put on all my costumes and wigs, and we did sort of a parade for Dolly, and she was just over the moon and thrilled, and clapping her hands and. I was like, I get to be a Dolly Barbie doll today. Like, just a Tuesday.
Is that kind of surreal to just be like, okay, I'm dressing up like the person and then I'm in front of especially someone like Dolly Parton?
It's beyond surreal. Like, in a way, I don't even know if I've really fully processed it because she's there all day, every day. She's at every rehearsal. She's so hands-on, which is like such a gift because we... get to soak her in and it helps with our portrayal of her for sure to know her more. But also, she's just so supportive. And when I put those wigs on for the first time, I was like, oh, you can't tell me nothing. Like, I feel this, So it really just amplifies it all. And and the costumes are incredible. Costume designer Jen, like it's just... You can't go wrong with Dolly Parton.
Again, I feel like this is there's a lot of people's dream is to play with Dolly Parton, to meet Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
To play and meet Dolly Parton is a whole nother thing. I mean, that's just crazy.
It's wild. And singing her songs as her in front of her, in my normal street clothes is like... Yeah, I really feel like I can maybe do anything now just because.
I would imagine, yeah. I mean, that is crazy. I mean, just to think about someone as iconic, not necessarily just in country music, but as a person, as an activist, all of this. Yeah. That's wild.
She's beyond. And the other thing about her that I keep telling, because everyone wants to know, what is she like? What is it like?
That was
and
my
I
next
just
question.
keep saying she is. We all know she's the greatest human alive. Mm-hmm. She's even better than that. She just walks into every room and it's just joy and light. And she makes a point to go and speak to every person and make you feel seen and feel heard. On our breaks, she's walking around, jamming with people. In the middle of rehearsal, she'll go, I kind of want to sound like this. And she just starts singing. And you're like, she sounds the same, and she's almost 80 years old. Like she is just... head to toe, full glam, 6-inch heels. She's unbelievable.
I was going to ask if she's ever not dolled up, right?
Oh, she's always dolled up. Yeah.
Yeah, because at rehearsal, it's kind of, you're wearing, maybe you're not wearing full costume. It's not full dress rehearsal, right? Right. So I would imagine maybe she would have, some leggings, some sweatpants, something that's like a little more comfortable. But maybe that's a very stupid thing to
No, but I think it's comfortable. I asked her, I was like, what do you wear, like slippers at home? And she goes, my slippers have heels on them. I can't reach anything in my house. So she's got heels. I love it. One of my lines in the show actually is, I want to go to heaven, Mama. I just don't want to look like hell when I get there. And if that ain't Dolly Parton for you all, but I just adore her. She is exactly who she is, and that is something that I think we can all aspire to be, is to find out who we are and do it on purpose.
Love that. I'm glad to hear. I've always heard this for people. I've never met her. I've never spent any time with her. But for people that have worked with her, have been around her, they're always like, what you see is exactly who she is, if not even more so on the positive side.
Yes. And funny. So funny. She just says things in the middle of rehearsals, and you're like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. And it's just off the cuff, just her brain.
Just Dolly being Dolly.
That brain, We need many Dolly clones.
Love it. Well, we are developing one right now. It seems like.
Oh, I got maybe your pinky toe, but we're trying.
Yes. So as far as the show goes, right? It's running on Broadway, been running. What's your favorite part of the show? What's the part where you're like, this song or this moment that is my favorite thing I look forward to every night?
Well, so we're in previews currently, which means, and this is an out-of-town tryout for the New York Broadway production.
Got it.
So it's all very much like still being worked out. We have rehearsals. The show changes every night still. Until opening night, we are changing it constantly.
Okay.
So it's sort of, a litmus test. We're seeing what works with the audiences, what sort of doesn't track, things like that. So it's hard to kind of know exactly what my favorite moment is because it changes constantly.
Fair,
and I don't want to
fair.
get too attached because if it goes away, then I'll be sad. But I get to sing Coat of Many Colors, which is her, in every interview she says is her favorite song she ever wrote. And so no pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure at all.
Yeah.
But that song is just so incredible and so simple and beautiful and heartfelt, and the storytelling of it is, I just love that moment. And I get to sing Tennessee Mountain Home, which is such an amazing song. And also now being here in Nashville, you know, I walk my dog at night and I see the fireflies and I see the people sitting on their front porch, and you just feel, that song feels like home no matter where you're from. But to be in Tennessee and get to sing that song at night when she's singing about missing home is really special.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of a full circle experience.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's just a little.
You're like, okay, it sounds like your job's kind of cool sometimes.
Just kind of tearing up a little bit here in the middle of this. I have not seen it, right? I have not seen the musical yet, but I'm just like, oh god, I'm not going to make it through this whole performance. Good to know. All right, yeah, that's art moves people. Okay,
yeah,
we'll just leave it.
But there are 3 Dollys, so
okay.
I mean, it takes 3 of us to even try to be one of her. But her life is so expansive, obviously, and. So there's a young little Dolly who's back in Locust Ridge and her upbringing. And then I'm Dolly when she moves to Nashville. So it is very fun to be here and experiencing it all for the first time. It feels very art imitating life.
Yeah.
And then her on the Porter Wagner show. So I get kind of the older Dolly hits that are also a lot less known than like the Jolenes and the, 9 to 5 and things that we know, which are also in the show. And then Katie Rose Clark, who plays the oldest Dolly. I keep saying older Dolly. She's not old.
No.
It makes her sound like she's very old, but she's the oldest Dolly, and she's doing when she moves to Hollywood and becomes like the Dolly Parton that we know.
Yeah,
and
the
love.
household name.
Yeah, the household name Dolly Parton.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you've been just rehearsing, ready to get out there, and then next step is doing it in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, every night with a new show. So sometimes we're saying lines for the first time or singing songs for the first time in front of 1,700 people.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do it 8 times a week.
Casual. 8 times a week? There's only 7 days in a week.
Yeah, I know. We do 2 show Wednesdays and 2 show Saturdays.
And Mondays are your day off?
Monday is our day off. So I'm here with you.
Thank you for spending time with us. Us non.
I mean, I get to spend the day
artists.
gushing about Dolly Parton. So again,
it sounds
it's
like
not
you're
really
back at
work.
Yeah,
it really is a day off.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then as far as the show, what should people, obviously it's the life of Dolly, right? But what should people expect? What should people be ready for?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get the hits that you know and love, but you're also gonna hear a lot of her story that hasn't really been told before. I'm finding that a lot of the fans that we meet at the stage door, people that have seen the show, are saying that they learned something about Dolly that they didn't know. Even people that are diehard know everything about her. She's definitely telling some stories that she hasn't been super verbal about before. And another amazing thing about the show is that it really does go into her relationship with Carl Dean, her husband who just passed away. Yeah. And they had a very private relationship. He was very private. So to be able to show their dynamic and, knowing that it was written by Dolly Parton and these are real Dolly stories of their relationship, it's really cool to get an intimate look into that. And they had such a beautiful marriage and such a beautiful relationship that it's fun to get to portray that on stage. Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. So it's not just her as a star, her upbringing, right? It's who she was behind the scenes.
Her relationship with her mother, her relationship with Carl Dean, with Judy Ogle, her best friend, her relationship with Porter. Like, you're really getting to see it on a stage and knowing that she picked these stories. I mean, out of 80 years of an insane career, how do you condense it into 2.5 hours? Like, I don't even really know how we're doing it. We're definitely not covering it all. So it is also interesting to see what she's chosen as the things that she wants to be on stage, because a Broadway musical has been her big dream for a long time. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm pumped, man. We gotta get out of here. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sneak into rehearsal, see what's going on here.
It's a story honoring, forgiveness and determination and finding out who you are and doing it on purpose, and also just like her thanking all the people in her life that helped get her to where she is. Like, she's just so grateful. And that's why she wanted it to be in Nashville as well, is that she wanted to give back to the community that has given so much to her. So
love it. Love it. Man,
she's got a good heart, that Dolly P.
This is what I keep hearing. And then where can people follow along? When are the show times? Where's the location? Kind of all of this. Where can people find all this?
So it's currently at Belmont University. It's the Fisher Center for the Performing Arts, the most beautiful theater. I mean, I've been in a lot of theaters. I am just like, the first day we walked on stage, I looked around like, this is incredible. And we're working with a lot of Belmont University students as well. They're all shadowing in different departments. So she's created a whole program for them to be able to work in stage management or costumes or,
That's so cool. She's keeping it truly in Nashville. And Belmont, if you're not from Nashville, one of the great performing art universities here.
Yes,
and that's so cool that she's doing that.
She's doing all that, of course. And we do shows 8 times a week, so Tuesday through Sunday. 2 shows on Wednesdays and 2 shows on Saturdays. And then the other days, 1 show.
Just one show.
Just one show.
And not on Mondays. If you show up on Monday, there's not going to be anybody there.
There's not going to be anyone there.
Yeah.
But you could come here and hang out with us.
Yes. You could.
This is where I'm going to be every Monday.
Show up. Don't show up. 'Cause we may not be here either. We may be, having lunch with Dolly on her day off.
Yeah, you never know.
Probably not. Me, not especially, but yes. And then where can people find you, Carrie St. Louis?
Oh, you can find me in St. Louis. Remember that song? That Nelly song?
Wow. St. Lunatics.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at Carrie St. Louis.
Yes.
And I live in New York, but I'm out here doing this for now.
Love it.
And catch me on a stage somewhere, anywhere they'll put me.
I can't get. I mean, that's again. Have not met Dolly. Have not been in the room with her. But this.
I mean, sometimes it comes over me, and then my friends are like, "I feel like you're possessed," and I can't. Sometimes I can't stop doing it either at the stage door. I'm like, "Well, thank you for coming," and I'm like, "Carrie, please don't do that. That's weird. You are not Dolly Parton, Carrie. Yeah, you have to remember that. No,
you're gonna just have to start leaving people voice notes. And
I know,
hey,
right?
Dolly. And you're like, oh my god, I think just start sending them to anonymous messages, to anonymous numbers.
Well, I was saying the other day, I had this thought. This might be crazy, but I was like, she should start doing like ASMR. Can you imagine with the nails?
Yeah.
And just or like a sleep time, like meditations.
They have that app, right?
You're a ball of light. Feel it from the roots of your toes. It would be everywhere. If I could fall asleep with Dolly Parton whispering sweet nothings in my ear every night.
Yeah, it's.
I think I'd wake up a better person.
For me, it would be, Jim Nance, who does the Masters. I want him to read me a bedtime story, but also hello, friends. But it would be Dolly Parton could be
soothing.
Also, yeah. I mean, again, when you were talking, I was like, yes,
you'll feel safe. You'll feel safe. Yeah, you're like, as long as Dolly's here, we're gonna be okay.
Fall asleep in the chair here, like, thank you. I am a ball of light. I just forget I'm doing an interview right here. So, love it. Carrie St. Louis with us in the studio. Go if you're in Nashville, if you're coming to Nashville. Check it out.
Stop on by.
Check it out. So, Carrie, Dolly, all of the above.
Carrie, Dolly.
Carrie, Dolly, Dolly, Carrie. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Oh, my gosh. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.